Clara, the scene a short time ago. This crowd, they love their 49ers, and they were in full roar as their guys burst out of the locker room. And we're ready for football as the 49ers get set to do battle with the Baltimore Ravens. That's fielded in the end zone. The result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Well, that's the big drawback to this play. Even if somehow the quarterback pitches it, he's not immune to the big hit. In this case, he kept it and absorbed it anyway.
And this winds up a pickup of 2, maybe 2.5 to about the 39.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stopped that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner with a sack, the former number 7 overall pick. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. 180! Come on, come on. Hey, switch gears.
Now the Georgia Southern man, it's Matt Breida. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. Garoppolo gives to Breida. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
On first down, here's Breida. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
And let's face it, that what we just saw there, not a surprise, is it? I mean, this is what he does well. And if you don't tackle him as soon as he catches the ball, this is the end result. Big yardage after it.
Got the speed, the agility, so good with run after catch. We're only in the first quarter, so they better get a wrangle and a hold on that quickly.
Yeah, exactly right. And what's really difficult to try and defend him is if you want to press him so that you get him on the ground quickly after the catch, a lot of times he'll just run past you at the initial point of contact, and he'll go deep.
And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Garoppolo going to try and throw on third. Oh, batted at the line and intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he will score. Touchdown, Baltimore. Short throw, pick 6 right there, those linebackers. They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
And as we've talked to special teams coaches, that theme of being aggressive continues to come through, doesn't it? When they moved the kickoff back to the 35, it was going to cut down on the number of opportunities. But if you've got a special guy, you give him the green light no matter where he fields in the end zone. And in this case, it paid off handsomely.
Well, he fielded it deep in the range of emotions. Maybe like, oh, no, don't. And then all of a sudden you see him break it. And you're like, yeah, way to go.
Yeah, sometimes you have to remind your head coach that he approved the green light for bringing it out from deep in the end zone. And that's exactly why he did.
The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Lamar Jackson, 78 yards. And the Ravens have retaken the lead. Well, plays like that make the O coordinator look like a genius, but I don't think he saw that play going that well.
No, I don't think so either. But, boy, it all worked out perfectly. They caught them in the right defense. Guys dropping off into coverage, their eyes averted somewhere else. And guess what? He filled the void with his legs.
And there he goes again. And they will score. It's a 49er touchdown. Officially, that goes down as a kick return of 107 yards. What a run. And the 49ers have retaken the lead. Gold with the extra point, and the lead is now 2. So let's try this again. After the kick return TD, here's yet another kickoff. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. An extra DB for the 49ers now on 3rd.
57, Mike 57.
This time Jackson will throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll go down to the ground at the 39, and obviously that's well short of the 1st.
He certainly had plenty of success running the ball, and right now I'm getting the sense that he's looking to take off and run every time he steps back to throw it.
But they did a nice job there collapsing on him and holding him to a short gain. And this is going to come up well short as they stop him on 4th down. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And it'll be a turnover on downs.
Let's get that ball, man. Let's get that ball right here. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Hey, hey. Watch the ship. Watch the ship. Check nickel, nickel, nickel.
Here's Breida. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down. This is Breida. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for third down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. They'll be marked inches short. No gain on the play, and that's going to lead him to fourth down. Garoppolo going to go on fourth down. He finds Coleman. And he's able to pick up the first down here before he goes down at the 26. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on fourth down. Out of the shotgun, Breida. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
65.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7.
His throw incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he's able to bat it away.
Garoppolo looks to throw. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, CD, let's look ahead to Week 12, the week before Thanksgiving. Hard to believe some big games that started Thursday night, Colts-Texans to decide who would go ahead in that division, but also Seahawks-Eagles, a game that you're going to be doing. That's a big one.
It's a monster.
It got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, 87 yards, as his guys are able to regain the lead. John Harbaugh thought about it, and now his guys are going to go for the two-point conversion. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets halfway there, down to the 1-yard line. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And that drives coaches insane, doesn't it? When they see that happen, it just doesn't feel right, does it? Plus, you're giving up yardage.
Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here first and 10 at the 41-yard line. Garoppolo now. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Well, partner, let's look league-wide for a second and think playoffs here. I'm going to give you some teams, and you tell me if they still have a chance at the AFC wild card, or are they just waiting until next year? How about Cleveland at 4-6?
They're actually getting hot right now, but I still don't see them getting there and being in the playoffs.
Okay, same division. Steelers, they're 5-5 right now.
Yeah, I think the loss to Cleveland finished off that run.
Also 5-5, the Titans.
They actually have a chance if they stick to what they do best, and that's run the football. They'll have to chase down Indianapolis and Houston in their own division.
And honestly, I'm going to ask the question because they've talked about it. How about the 3-7 Jets?
Who's they and why?
Not you and I.
Okay, I was about to say, why? No.
One, Omaha.
First and 10 at the 34-yard line.
13.
On first down, Garoppolo. It's caught by Sanders. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. That goes for a gain of 31. Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's first and goal. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2. From the 2 now, second and goal.
Brings up second and goal at the 2-yard line.
They'll try to run with Breida, and he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Here we go.
A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. They'll try to pick this up on the ground with Breida. It'll be called a gain of 2, and that'll leave them with some options here on 4th and inches. Well, let's see what they do. They're knocking on the door here in the second quarter.
And you know what you look at on your play sheet? your two-point conversion plays, because you've drawn up a number of them in today's football. You don't just have one or two for the game. You have more like 6 or 7. Which one do you like here? Because that's essentially what you're going for right now. That spot of the field, call one of those and go get 6.
They're turned away on 4th and goal. And the Ravens come up big down at their own goal line. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. They'd like to avoid punting from their own end zone, so they could use something here on 3rd down. He may try and run for this. The keeper nets him only a yard, and that's going to bring up 4th.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. He is going to find Hill here. And they take this up near the 30 before he's taken down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He finds an opening past the 40. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. It's Hill, complete. And he is brought down, but not before reaching the 30. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. The 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. And his kick is absolutely perfect. So a big play before the end of the half to get him into this spot, and they cash in with 3.
How about the 1-2 to the solar plexus on that one? The big play, the field goal, not much time left on the clock. That's the way to go into the half.
And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Likely time for just one final play, and then it'll be off to the locker room to talk about how they can erase this deficit.
Yeah, and I think a lot of people look at it and go, well, maybe you take a shot here. Maybe you get some momentum going into the half. What's the flip side of that? You do something crazy, quarterback gets hit, ball comes free, and now you're down an even bigger margin. Go ahead and take this one, go to the locker room, start over.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. Call it a gain of a couple, and that's going to leave them with a 3rd and about 5.
Here we go.
57. Blue down. Kill. Joker.
On 3rd down, a run from Breida. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10. Once again, they run with Breida on 1st down. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard.
Here we go.
On 2nd and 9, Garoppolo nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Patrick Owasor charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. That last sack, it puts Garoppolo and the 49ers in a tough spot. They face a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Garoppolo. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked off by Patrick Onwuasor. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dub for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
A good pick up there of 20 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. The line of scrimmage, the 7 now on second and goal. And no pitch there, and no chance either, as he's brought down behind the line of scrimmage. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up an interesting third and goal. Throwing is Jackson, and he is going to go down back at the 11-yard line. Eric Armstead, the defensive end, will get credited for the sack.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. Third and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force them into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
They had it first and goal, 3 attempts, couldn't get it in, so they settle for 3.
Yeah, the field tends to shrink a little bit the closer you get to the goal line, doesn't it? It doesn't sound right. It sounds like counterintuitive. But you run out of space to run the deep routes, so they can just sit on the shorter stuff if you're going to throw it. If you want to run it, there's just not as much space. They end up having to take 3 there.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. They're down now 24-14. Work to do as they come up on a 1st and 10. Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That one goes for 30 yards. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. That's complete to a speedy wideout Goodwin. Garoppolo able to find Goodwin for a big one. 42 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that, maybe they'll inspire their defense as well. They'll get a few stops.
Call that a loss of 5 yards on the play. And that'll make it second and goal. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jalen Ferguson coming in hard there on the blitz, and he gets him 7 yards behind the line of scrimmage. First and second down were a disaster. Both went backwards. Now it's 3rd and 18. They need something big. Throwing now is Garoppolo. Completes it to the tight end, Kittle. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal. Garoppolo to throw for it on 4th. And my goodness, this is incomplete. They're turned away on 4th and goal. And instead of having a 1-score game, they'll remain 2 scores down. And he'll find a little space. He gets us up near the 10. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And just not much to be had there. 1 yard out to the 10. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now this time he'll look to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back at the 2. DeForest Buckner picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
I think most quarterbacks would love to have the goal line actually extend up into the air and turn into a wall. They can put their back against it and know exactly where they are on the field so they don't end up in the end zone. Didn't do it on that play, but perilously close to the goal line.
He had his sights on the end zone, no doubt, but is brought down after a huge return there. And the Niners set up well. They take over 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
21.
Throwing on first is Garoppolo. That's caught. It's Coleman. And he's going to lose yards. They take him down at the 26. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Throwing again on second down. Garoppolo. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's third down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And he finds his tight end, Salek. They'll get 11, but it'll still lead to a fourth down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Garoppolo. Forced out to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Josh Bynes. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. So they really needed points here in a two-score game. Could not come away with anything there on fourth.
And while we know they're a little bit discouraged here, they can't check out of this game. You and I have called a good number of games over the course of our career where we've seen these types of situations. Teams get the ball back, and that miracle does occur. So they can't let that dream go just yet. They have to get stout on defense here.
Yeah, right now really hoping for a turnover.
Right there. 54, right there.
On third down, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D Ford coming in to drop him for a loss of 8, and it also brings up fourth.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, first and 10. Good starting field position for them as they come up first and 10 at the 45. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Domida Peko racks up the sack. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Emmanuel Sanders, the intended receiver, and it's third down. There's Garoppolo to throw. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up fourth down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Now Garoppolo, gotta have this one. He's gonna fire one deep, middle of the field. And no, it's incomplete. The Niners go for it, but it doesn't work out. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. And now he'll tuck it and run. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Stepping up. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. Not the first time on this drive we saw him take matters into his own hands, and this time he finishes things off with a touchdown run.
You're not going to be happy with me, but I think he took matters into his own feet, didn't he?
Oh, Davis from the top rope. I like it. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Garoppolo again here on 2nd and 10. Looking for Sanders here on the deep ball. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's 49er football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Looking to throw. Garoppolo. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jalen Ferguson.